Yo, what's up everybody? And welcome to another installment of me talking about NBA Live. Today I want to talk about NBA Live and the early parts of NBA Live, where the franchise started and where they were moving towards. Okay, we have two consoles. One is 16-bit, one is 32 bits. Well, two is 32 bits, two is 16 bits. The 16-bit counterparts, which was the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and the 32-bit systems are the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. Now, I want y'all to take a look at this. It's NBA Live 98, and this is for the Sega Genesis. This is a 16 counterpart cartridge in there. This is what we'll be taking a look. This is actually what's on the screen right now. Okay? And I'm gonna show y'all the next thing we're gonna talk about, the move to the 32-bit Sega Saturn. Same as the Sony PlayStation. Okay? Now, this is what I want to talk about, and I want to make everything clear. Everything that EA Sports put in NBA Live was something good, something beautiful, something they continue to build on today, and they're still making NBA Live today. We are at NBA Live 19 right now with Joel Embiid on the cover. And we will be talking about NBA Live 98 with Tim Hardaway. Okay? Now this is what I want to talk about. Now, it's a big jump from 16 bits to 32 bits. Okay? Now what you're seeing on the screen right now are the Portland Trail Blazers and the LA Clippers. This is a 16-bit game. This is on the Sega Genesis, okay? Now this is the embryo. This is the beginning, toward the beginning of NBA Live. The first Live was actually in 95. I had both of these, so I wanted to compare them, and I want to show y'all how big, how significant the jump was. Okay? So, right now, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to go through NBA Live 98 on the Sega Genesis. And let me show y'all. Right now, this is the title screen. Exhibition modes, season modes. You got the playoff mode and continue saved. All-time records, practice mode, okay? And exhibition mode. Season mode and back to playoff mode, okay? So, right now, if I was gonna pick this up and I would play a game, most likely I'd, play around. I go to exhibition, but we can go to practice mode or whatever. But this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how NBA Live did everything first before the competition, and how NBA Live has been doing this for years. Okay? Now, if you want to get a next gen console, you're looking for better graphics, you're looking for better gameplay, you're looking for depth, you're looking for all of that. Okay? Now, the Sega Genesis is only 16-bit. It can offer you a lot, but it can't offer you everything that the 32 counterpart like the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation would offer. You will see a big jump in the graphics and everything. Okay, so right now, we're gonna look at, we're gonna go to exhibition mode. And I just wanna show y'all the graphics on this right here. We got rosters set up, we got options set up, we got rules set up, and we got direction off play, quarters, and the levels, okay? Let's see here. We could actually go to, let's see what we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to roster setup, okay? And man, these old games bring back so many memories. Okay, we got the Chicago Bulls, the Cleveland, Dallas. Let's go to Chicago. That's one thing I want to talk about right here. Okay, you got the controller. You can switch sides like you can do now. I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bulls. Now, NBA Live didn't have the license for Michael Jordan. So instead of having Jordan on the icon, it's gonna have player. He is a good player. He's probably a player too. But you see Luke Longley, you see Dennis Rodman, got Sean Kemp over there for the Seattle Supersonics. Big Sean. Okay, and I want y'all to look at the graphics, and I want y'all to play close attention. Okay, you see the jump ball? Okay, they still got everything like they had it back in the instant replay, timeout, substitution, statistics, shot, chart, strategy, and play options. Okay, now we can go back to that, go back to the game or whatever. You see that? How I can fast forward it back and all that stuff. Okay, let's go to instant replay. We'll go back to the game. Okay, so you see how the floor is? You got your dribbling. Now you can see how they dribble, and you can see how they slam the ball. You can see how they take it out. You see the crowd. Everything looks pretty good. For a 16-bit, you can't get no better. Oh man, I'm about to get 5 seconds called on me. And this is what I want to say. You see how he's dribbling the ball? You see how he passed it, and it's a layup, okay? And they have the numbers on them. They don't have their name up underneath them on the icons. You could just see, if you know basketball, like dribbling the ball, that'll be Gary Payton, number 20. He's a 1. He's a 1 guard. He's a point guard. You know, you got the 3, you got the 4. That looked like it was deadlift shrimp right there. They just hit that. Now, this is what I want to say. Now, if you're going to get a next-gen console, like I said, you're looking for graphics, you're looking for load times to be quicker back in the day, improvement in everything, you know? And the Sega Genesis is known for, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog. They had a whole bunch of other good stuff on there, you know? Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all that stuff. Same games the Super Nintendo had, most of them. And what I want to say is that the 32-bit counterpart, which is the Sega Saturn, looks totally different. And we're going to switch it right quick, and I'm going to show you. Let's see here. Yes, loading. See the loading time? Now you're looking at a 32-bit game. And you're going to see the difference right away in the 32-bit counterpart. Now, that's the only thing I didn't like about the new consoles. That load time was real heavy. Live from Seattle, Washington, the Mavericks and the Supersonics. You see how they went? Look at their faces now. They showing their faces. They showing their height, their weight. You know what I'm saying? They showing how many years they played. They showing the whole starting lineup. The presentation is way different. It's way better. Check out that. They got the Nestle Crunch on the side. They got EA Sports. They got sponsors now. You got Robert Pack dribbling the ball. Michael Finley with the jam. You got Hawkins, Peyton. Peyton coming down the floor. He's looking. He's sizing them up. Hawkins, pass it back to Peyton. Back to Hawkins, low post. Ooh, that was a bad shot, you know. And this is what I want to say. Like, when you look at the 32-bit games, you can automatically tell I'm not playing a 16-bit system anymore. I'm playing a 32-bit system. This is amazing. Look at that shot. Look at the rebound. Look at the movement. Look at the floor. Look at the wood. The glare off the wood. The you know, the name, all that. The shot clock. Now, we're gonna go in here and I'm gonna show you how they went in depth more than the 16-bit games. More loading times. Now, I just want to say, this is next gen back then. So, it will be the same thing as of today as when somebody plays an Xbox or a PlayStation. You want the better system. You want the newest system. Because the old systems, they only stop with the games at a certain point. They'll stop making it. That's how the companies make money. They make stuff on the next gen so you can buy the new console so you can play the new game. So if I were to play NBA Live, let's see, NBA Live 04, I'd get an Xbox or I'd get a PS2. And I'd play that all the way up until they make about NBA Live 2007. And That'll be it. Then I'd have to go to a next gen console. I'd have to get a 360 or a PS3. You understand? And it's the same thing back then. They had a cutoff point. So if I'm gonna play NBA Live 98, this was the cutoff point. Live 99 and all that doesn't exist on the Sega Genesis 16-bit. All that exists on the new gen consoles, like a PlayStation, you know, the Sega Saturn, the PS2, on into the Xbox and so forth. Okay, now we got Tim Hardaway on the front of this. Now we can go to game modes. We can go to quarter length. We can cut it to 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We can go to style settings. Now this is a biggie. Now back in the day, NBA Live was a stimulation basketball game. You could choose. You could choose between, you can know, arcade, stimulation, or customs. You could play like, you could switch it up the skill level like you can now, which is superstar. And I think the highest they went back then was all-star. So we got rookie, we got starter, and then we have all-star. Okay, now let's just say I want to go, I'm a rookie, so I'm gonna hit rookie. And let's just say you want to play around with the game, put it on arcade. I put it on 3 minutes or whatever. And exhibition. So we'll go there, and then it will show you the teams. Now this is what I'm saying when these are more in-depth games. It will show you the offense, the defense, and the overall, and it will show you where the team would stand in the league. So the Chicago Bulls, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's go to my favorite team, the Hawks, man. Let's go to the Hawks. Let's see what them Hawks was looking like in '98, baby. They had my boy Smitty on there. Okay, all right, the Hawks. They're 5th in offense, 1st in defense, 3rd overall. Okay, the Hawks had a good team in '98. And let's see, can we switch over? Let's switch over. Let's see, Vancouver, Washington, the All-Star. Everybody 99, 100 on there. Boston, we got 16th, 20, 19th overall. Okay, the Bulls, 1st in defense, no, 1st in offense, 2nd in defense, 1st overall. The Bulls they had Jordan back then, you know. They beat the Jazz in '98 to win the last title for Jordan retired and went to the Wizards, you know. Let's see, we're gonna go. Let's do this. We're gonna go to the Hawks, and we're gonna choose the Hawks. And the controller, you can switch the sides, you know, like you used to, like you can now. And we'd actually go with the Hawks, my favorite team, and it'll load. Some more load times, okay? Now, this is what I want to talk about while the game is loading. Now, right off bat, like I said, you can tell the difference, but I want you to look at how everything was different. You can start seeing the faces a little bit, you know, the face model schemes. You can start seeing a little bit of shoes. You can start seeing their arms, they bend and stuff. It wasn't like the Sega Genesis. We're gonna go back to that one. When they do a layup, their hand is straight like a stick figure, you know. But in this game right here, the presentation was so good. Let me turn it up a little bit, let y'all hear it.
Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks.
Yes, that's Ernie, man. He went to Georgia. My boy Ernie. All right.
And now
we got him.
Tonight's stars.
We got Christian Laettner. Oh man, that's my boy. We got Mookie Blaylock running the point guard. We got Mutombo at center. We got, let's see, with the Bulls, we got Player. That's Michael Jordan, y'all. That's what I was saying. Shooting guard, number 89 Player. They ain't had a license. Look at that. They ain't even got his picture. 6'4", 200 pounds, 5 years. You know. Ron Harper, 11 years, 6'6", 216. We got Luke Longley, 7'2", 265. Big old boy. All right. Now let's go back. Henderson. All right. See what them Hawks gonna do.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia.
You see the presentation? You see the presentation, what I was saying? Oh, yeah. And the dunk. Gotta see where to shoot at. Oh, look at that, Henderson. Oh, he ripped me out the sky. Got my boy Steve Smith up there. Straight up three. Oh. You see how they would say their name when they would score? They didn't do that back then. Christian Leitner, jumper. Ooh, brick. So they still had the same thing as the old ones. Let's see, instant replay, timeout, substitution, statistics, strategy, camera setup. Now this is the thing they added, the camera setup, but you can actually go to and you can, pick your camera. So you could do a high sideline camera, you can do a low sideline, press box, an N, which would be like today's equivalent of 2K and just a regular, they got classic. It's like a panoramic 3D motion, But if you went to, let's go back to behind, and then you would go to medium or low. You can go to low, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And that would be equivalent to the day camera angle, We got my boy Mookie Blaylock. Hit him with the shot, Mookie. Mookie hitting them bricks out here. And, the crossover move. We see that? You see the crossover? You see the crossover? You back down, pass it, pump fake, pass it back. You see that? You see that implement the little crossover move? You see that? If I time run out. Oh. And this is what I want to say. This is the beginning of something real special they had. And I just wanted to show y'all the difference. Now, let me go back to the Sega Genesis and let me show y'all something. Now, we're going to go back up here and we're going to hit this. Now, look at the difference. No crossover. They just going around. Just going around. Pass it. Shoot it. They would say 3 though. They would say 3. That was kind of tight. But you see how it is though? It's like an embryo. It's like a baby. It was taking baby steps. But it was good for its time though, because that's all we knew. And I mean, look at that. You would pretty much make everything on the Genesis, on the 16-bit. You see how I was missing on the 32-bit though? That was like real stimulation basketball. Now we're gonna go back out. Let's see here. Play options. They had a little bit of music too. Turn that down. But that's what I was just wanting y'all to see. And I'm gonna exit the game. Now, see here, back right here. We will go back until play options. Exit the game. Okay, now, not saying nothing was bad, but it was good though. Like, if you restart it, that's what they had on the Sega or whatever. Now, you still see like the copyright and all that stuff. I wonder why I didn't say EA Sports is in the game. That would have been tight if they had said that though. But you see the load up string, it's kind of similar. The other one just had a now loading. I'm just holding it. See, they had no load times on the Genesis. That's one good thing the cartridge had over the disc, We can go to exhibition mode right now. We can go to roster setup, rules, levels. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart the Saturn version and I'm gonna show you a little bit. See how smooth the texture on the Saturn is? Everything, it just looks better. And this is what I want to say. Moving to an Xbox, to an Xbox 360, to an Xbox One was a huge jump. Just like moving from a Sega or Super Nintendo to a PlayStation to a Saturn is a good jump. Now, they had something called a Sega Dreamcast, which was another jump onto the PS2. Now, the PlayStation was released in 95, and the Saturn was about 94, 95 around the same time. The N64 was a year later, was the 96. Like last video I showed y'all how the graphics look in the 64 bits. And the thing with the new consoles, even though the graphics was good, it was blocky. It had a little block to it. They had to smooth out the polygons or whatever. And like I said, it did get better. Now look at the intro. You see that? They had the intro, and they would show McDice. You see what I'm saying? Grant Hill. We got Reggie Miller popping the threes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and Kobe with the dunk contest. Oh, young Kobe. And that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. See the intros, the cinematic intros on the Sega Genesis, they didn't have that, you know, but they brought it with the 32-bit Sega Saturn. And it'll shit virtual stadiums. That's another thing. See, the technology had grew. You understand what I'm saying? It had evolved into something. And these games, shoot, people were buying these games. These flew off the shelves, man. This was like the best thing then. That was new. Everybody was like, oh man, did you see the NBA? And that was the only basketball game that was, you know, you play NBA Live. People didn't play 2K. They had 2K on the Dreamcast 2000, you know, but people played Live before they played 2K. Live was out before 2K. Everything 2K got, you know, they got from a Live counterpart now. Now, you see the screen again. I want y'all to just look and just pay attention to it. And how they have the movement of the words in the background. How the stream is. And how it's like a ball and it's moving. Have crystallizing how they having the ball. They put way more in the game, man. And I miss them days. Got Larry Johnson. And now, man, you know, they just put the disc in there and that's the game. And they get an update patch like every other day. They try to fix the game. Back then, you bought the game and that's what you got until next year. When next year the game came out, they would put new stuff in the game every year. It got better and better. Now, with this now, you would get this right here, and then you would actually get this styrofoam insert, and you would get the booklet, you know? And it will show you, it would have like other advertisements, which they had NBA grooves, it looks like. The CD, soundtrack, including bonus tracks, the video, all that. Mitch Richmond, hosted by Mitch Richmond. He's on the front cover of Live 97 actually. And loading the demo. That's all I wanted to share with y'all, man. The big jump in 16-bit to 32-bit. Until next time, I guess I'm gonna open that NBA Live 99 for you guys. It's a brand new seal. We're gonna do next video. We're gonna do a comparison of these 64 bits Live 99. This is sealed, brand new, never been opened, and it's only PlayStation with theirs. You know, same game, different consoles. Okay, and I'm gonna let y'all look at a little gameplay, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace out. Enjoy.